Lesson: Reviewing internal privacy and data protection procedures. Reviewing internal privacy and data protection procedures is a critical component of maintaining an organization's trustworthiness and compliance with legal standards. In today's digital age, data breaches and privacy violations can have severe financial and reputational consequences. Therefore, a systematic approach to auditing privacy policies and procedures is essential. This lesson within the Certified Data Privacy and Protection Auditor course provides actionable insights, practical tools, and frameworks that auditors can apply to ensure effective privacy and data protection strategies. A robust internal review begins with understanding the regulatory landscape governing data privacy. Various laws, such as the General Data Protection Regulation and the California Consumer Privacy Act, set the standard for data protection practices. These regulations mandate that organizations implement appropriate technical and organizational measures to protect personal data. Auditors must therefore familiarize themselves with these legal requirements to evaluate an organization's compliance effectively. A practical tool in this process is the use of a privacy impact assessment. PIAs help identify risks associated with data processing activities and evaluate whether current procedures adequately address these risks. The Information Commissioner's Office provides a comprehensive framework for conducting PIAs, emphasizing the need to integrate privacy considerations into the design phase of projects and systems. By systematically assessing the impact of data processing on individuals' privacy, auditors can offer concrete recommendations for mitigating identified risks. Another essential component of reviewing privacy procedures is assessing the organization's data inventory and data flow mapping. Data flow maps provide a visual representation of how data moves through an organization, identifying potential vulnerabilities and areas for improvement. By understanding where data is collected, stored, processed, and transferred, auditors can pinpoint areas where data protection measures may be lacking or require enhancement. Tools such as Microsoft Visio or Lucidchart can facilitate the creation of detailed data flow diagrams, allowing auditors to visualize complex data processes clearly. An effective audit also involves evaluating the organization's data breach response plan. Swift and appropriate action following a data breach is crucial to mitigate damage and comply with legal obligations, such as notifying affected individuals and authorities. Auditors should examine whether the organization has a well-documented incident response plan, conducts regular breach simulations, and has designated a response team with defined roles and responsibilities. Furthermore, it is essential to assess whether the organization has invested in technologies such as intrusion detection systems and encryption to prevent unauthorized access to data. Training and awareness programs form another vital aspect of internal privacy reviews. Employees play a critical role in maintaining data security, and their understanding of privacy policies can significantly impact the organization's overall compliance. Auditors should assess whether the organization provides regular training sessions to employees, covering topics such as recognizing phishing attempts, data handling best practices, and the importance of reporting security incidents. A case study by PricewaterhouseCoopers revealed that organizations with comprehensive training programs experienced 45% fewer data breaches compared to those with inadequate training. In addition to evaluating internal procedures, auditors must consider third-party risk management. Many organizations rely on third-party vendors for data processing and storage, which can introduce additional vulnerabilities. Auditors should review the organization's vendor management policies to ensure that data protection requirements are clearly articulated in contracts and that vendors are subjected to regular audits and assessments. Frameworks such as the National Institute of Standards and Technology's Cybersecurity Framework provide guidelines for managing third-party risks and ensuring compliance with data protection standards. Continuous monitoring and improvement are integral to maintaining effective privacy and data protection procedures. After identifying areas for improvement during the audit, organizations should implement mechanisms for ongoing monitoring and review. This may involve establishing key performance indicators related to data protection, conducting regular internal audits, and incorporating feedback loops to ensure that identified issues are addressed promptly. The Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle, a well-established framework for continuous improvement, can guide organizations in maintaining and enhancing their privacy procedures over time. An illustrative example of successful privacy audit implementation is the case of a multinational corporation that experienced a significant data breach, resulting in substantial financial penalties and reputational damage. Following the breach, the organization conducted a comprehensive review of its privacy and data protection procedures, utilizing the tools and frameworks discussed earlier. By implementing a robust PIA process, enhancing employee training programs, and strengthening vendor management practices, the corporation not only achieved compliance with GDPR, but also restored stakeholder trust and improved its overall data security posture. Performing a privacy audit is not a one-time task, but an ongoing process that requires commitment and resources. Organizations must recognize the value of investing in privacy and data protection measures, not only to comply with legal requirements, but also to build customer trust and safeguard their reputation. By adopting a proactive approach and leveraging practical tools and frameworks, auditors can provide valuable insights and recommendations that enhance an organization's privacy practices and contribute to its long-term success. In conclusion, reviewing internal privacy and data protection procedures is a multifaceted task that requires a comprehensive understanding of regulatory requirements, practical tools, and effective frameworks. Privacy impact assessments, data flow mapping, breach response plans, employee training programs, third-party risk management, and continuous monitoring are all critical components of an effective privacy audit. By systematically applying these strategies, auditors can help organizations identify and mitigate risks, achieve compliance, and foster a culture of data protection. As data privacy continues to evolve, staying informed and adaptable is essential for auditors to navigate the complex landscape and ensure that organizations remain resilient in the face of emerging challenges.